Adrian Andrews.
It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman?
Why are you spazzing out on me?
What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further.
Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago.
You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case?
Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job.
Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us...
No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful.
Whew, that's a relief. Lordly Taylor. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring.
Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in this main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful.
So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making? Let's examine this thing here.
Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right?
Amy. I'm just gonna say Amy.
Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Kurain channeling technique, Amy Faye. This statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning.
Amy Faye's golden statue added to the court record. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding?
Don't ask me. How should I know?
Well, you are the future master, right?
Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Kurain Shichi Shito. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, Fooey, I wanted to cut something.
Why are you eyeing me for?
Oh, look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet?
Well actually...
I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine, it sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Ha 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 ha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Haha, shall we head upstairs then?
After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. October 12th, 10:09 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak.
Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm going to turn on the TV.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on the clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask to Mask. Mask to Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor?
Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure, Lordly Taylor, you don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask to Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The Kuraid sacred urn was stolen. What? Okay, I actually don't even remember this. Sacred urn. Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Kurain village, that's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Kurain channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Well, there are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Kurain Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. Sacred urn added to the court record. What to do? Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, Mr. Nick? Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how. The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Kurain School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Oh, okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man, there is no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask to Mask, Nick. Take a note of it. Mask to Mask. Last year's incident. Ah, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything. 1 year ago, the murder in Kurain Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Amy on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now, instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. Okay. Let's freaking go to the exhibition hall. October 12th, Lordly Taylor Main Exhibition Hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey! Okay, this guy. Oh wait, no, this is Gumshoe.
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal.
Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again.
It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying that again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal?
I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives?
No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here?
Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here All right. All right. We got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to try and remember it right.
And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess.
What happened?
Mr. Detective... Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened?
Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's just Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
I know about that.
Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask Star the Mask.
I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that?
Well, I guess I sorta kinda owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
The scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse.
Basement warehouse, huh?
So who is guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy, it's all his fault from that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head, thinking that he's an ace detective.
An ace detective?
Mask to mask. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask to Mask. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask to Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask the Mask.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh?
And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn?
Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something.
Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. Ace Detective. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway?
That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So? What's he like?
Well, like I told you, Mask the Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that is impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men out on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues.
So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Calling card. So what's this calling card?
Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal?
What's this mark on the front?
That's Mask the Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them.
They didn't mention that on the news flash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem.
Calling card added to the court record.
That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday.
Thanks, I guess. Okay, let's go check out this basement. Actually, let's show Gumshoe our attorney's badge. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a suave police badge, pal. Alright. Can I still do the take that thing with it? No. What about this? Sorry, pal. I didn't get much sleep last night and my brain's not really working right.
Somehow I don't think sleep would really fix the problem.
Hey, keep it down. He might have really good hearing for all you know, and might get mad if he heard. I can't hear everything you were saying, pal. Okay, let's go to the basement warehouse. October 12th, Lord Lee Taylor basement warehouse.
No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills.
That's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home.
Who are you anyway?
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What do you see?
Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong?
Yikes, that's scary. How did you know that?
How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams.
What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. My name is Atme. Look at me. When I first saw this guy's name on when I was playing on my DS, my reaction was Luke at me, and then it finally clicked in my head. Look at me, and I was very happy to see that. Look at me, Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't
let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of.
The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney.
I'm Maya Fey, a spirit medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, spirit medium Ace Apprentice.
Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Oh boy. Okay, let's talk to Luke Atme, Ace Detective. We're the Ace Detective, though. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course! For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me! I am Mask Damask's arch enemy, the Ace Detective. Look at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick?
I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning his criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megina, to the crime scene.
And I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People of the Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much.
So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Okay, so actually what he said at the end there about him getting a jewel as a reward for solving the heist, I don't know if that was for his last case, makes me think that he must be getting... My guess is that him and Mask to Mask are in cahoots and working together in a mutually beneficial way. But then I feel like he's going to be the sort of mastermind behind this to, like, maybe he let the urn get stolen so that he can then get it back and get a big reward. That's my guess. Mask to Mask.
Oh, tell us what you know about Mask to Mask and keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds? Last night, here in the bowels of the store, we were locked in a most glorious battle.
I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here in Lordly Taylor?
Naturally, wherever Mask to Mask goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps.
Elegant traps? More like Mask to Mask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway.
But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory.
I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened last night?
But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio.
I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Mask to Mask's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough.
That's Adrian for you.
A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
Calling card arrived, right?
Yes, so, ace detective that I am. I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse, and waited for him, alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops?
You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Mask to Mask get away.
I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
That makes me think that he's working with Mask to Mask.
Huh? Concealed?
Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, you must fool your friends. That is my own original proverb.
I don't think that's true.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared.
But that's impossible. How could it just disappear?
How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here.
For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though on one came...
That's a typo. So you're saying that even though on one came through those doors last night, that should say no one, I think. That's interesting.
So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose?
That's just not possible. Okay, so I'm gonna inspect the sword here. Or the trident thing. Oh, there's an empty box, too.
Tisk, Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior.
Huh? What do you mean?
This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs.
Could you translate that for me, Nick?
I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs.
If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask Damask.
What do I do now?
Does he have any top secret information, stuff that only a real crime buff would know?
I'll think about what to ask him while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. So, we'll ask about the thing here. Okay, so... Okay, there's paint spilled, but there wasn't paint here yesterday, was there? But he's just gonna say the same thing. I think I have to present something to him then. Yeah, the urn. I should present the urn.
Do not fear, young lady. I promise I shall retrieve your urn.
Thank you, Detective Atme. I'm counting on you.
The final round between Detective Luke Atme and Mask Damask is set to begin.
Still, there's something funny about this guy.
Yeah, but don't forget he managed to retrieve the treasure from the last heist.
Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. I recorded it directly from the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy?
No thanks. Actually, we should get that copy. Again, I feel like he's working in cahoots with Mask Damask. No.
I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest save that of finding evidence against my arch rival.
Nah, it's okay. Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style.
A piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? Okay. Mask Damask's calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right?
Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer and an ace spirit medium and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals.
I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever.
Well, Sir Lawyer? I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief.
Well, I'm not sure you would say that.
That's right! We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return then to my office. To my office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delights?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
Okay, and look at me, disappears.
Wait a minute. He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him.
Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too. Take me with you, okay?
Oh, we got new music, too. Okay. Okay, this music's pretty good.